That called shooting foul on white 5. There's the fake. There's the foul. Number 4. Best call in this situation for us. No call. Defender 10 maintains a legal guarding position. Offensive player blue 14 causes minimal contact whilst in the act of shooting. Show this in one of the clues. It's really touched on it earlier. What's he doing? What did this player do? Legal, 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 legal. Straight up. Look at the position of the referee. Sees the back, like this. He called what he thought he saw, not what actually happened. Okay, so I'm going to stop it. I don't want to go through them all because there's loads of them. It just gives you a brief insight that if you're not in the right place, you're not going to make the right call. Like Mark said, the mechanics book. The mechanics book is there for the referee for a guideline. For a guideline, if you completely lose the plot and you don't know where you're supposed to be. However, I always teach my referees, go where you need to go to see what you want to see. I'm not going to break you. I'm going to break your backside if you're in the wrong position and you make a right call. Don't mind. Fast break turnover. We teach if you get beat, trailing behind, get a good angle so you can see the spaces to see. Not try and be Linford Christie and get around the end line and get straight line and guess. Go where you need to go, see what you will need to see. However, if you're in the wrong place and you make the wrong call, or in the right place and make the wrong call, then I'm going to be on your back. Somebody touched on, when Mark was talking, just to finish off with, about charge block, about flopping. Was it you said? Yeah. Big problem in Europe a few years ago. Your Real Madrids, your Barcelonas, your Panathinaikos, Olympiacos, they have players that, believe me, get paid for taking charges. You're not going to have your Ricky Rubio netting 20 points a game running around taking charges because he's not going to do it. But you get people that are trying to con you all the time. It's like the diving in the football. And the reason why? Because it happens so quick. When people are playing defence, oh man, you need to be strong. Play it on the heels. So even the slightest touch, they get into position and they're straight on the heels. So the slightest touch, they're going to go over. Or, they're on the toes. They run into position, slightest touch, over you go. Not playing defence. So that's why it was brought in, flop warning. But now as a referee, it's a lot harder because we have charge, block, flop, no call, acceptable contact. The circle, NBA circle, we had it in the EuroLeague at the start, took it out. The principle still applies. If you're standing underneath the hoop, you ain't playing defence. You're not. You can stand there all day, you can get hit till you're black and blue in the face, you will get knout off me. If you're in front, slightly different. Pass and crash, well, I understand it. I understand pass and crash. But if you're standing under the hoop, nothing. You won't even get a flop warning from me, because I'm not going to give you a flop warning if you're not playing defence. So, well, thank you for your patience, thank you for your listening. I hope it was informative. There's just a brief insight of how we work. Thank you.
Because we're running out of the time, so I just quickly show the incoming changes from 2009 and the 2010. It's like a 5 minutes exact presentation.
I'm going to have to go, fellas, I'm sorry. And ladies, sorry. Okay, I'll see you soon.
I'll see you in a bit, mate.
See you, John.
Thank you.
No worries.
As everyone knows, every 2 years we put changes about the rules because of the game is more powerful, more speed, so we need to change everything with the changes. It became on 2008 and 2010. First uniform is no more allowed to wear any t-shirts under the uniform. So all this one from 2008 is not allowed anymore. The players cannot wear any undershirts. Only compression, which the referees cannot see. If it's not visible for referees, we can let them go. But anything like if the kid is black and he got red undershirts or which is visible, is not more allowed. Playing time and the beginning of the game. From now on, from 2010, we start the game when the referee tossed the ball. When the ball left the referee's hands, is the beginning of the game. And the beginning of the period start when the referee give the ball to the player for a throw-in. We've got here little changes.
Sorry, Martin.
Yeah.
Just don't be confused by that last one. That doesn't mean playing time starts.
Not playing time.
It's more of an administrational thing. Okay, if a foul was to happen at that point,
Before.
okay, it's the interval of play has ended, so the penalty is different. Okay, the playing time still starts at the same time as it always did.
The game clock must indicate 0.003 tenths of the seconds or more for a player to secure possession of the ball on a throw-in. That means on the split of the seconds, if this indicate the clock 0.003 is only for get the ball and shoot the basket. If it's below 0.002 or 0.001 is only for a tap the ball or dunk directly.
Why is that different from the NBA?
It's the
You know,
same.
No, I don't think so.
No, I think the timing is different, John. I think
0.05?
a lot of it, a lot of it is to do obviously with the technology that's been available. Obviously, as you're well aware, there's a move with all of the rules to try and have a global rule. Obviously, the NBA being one of the bigger games.
Check, I think so. Only cameras. When the player receives the ball, how much time he needs for a throw the ball?
Yeah, so they've done all the technical side, but the NBA just won't buy into it. So FIFA have done a technical investigation as to how long it physically takes an individual to release the ball, and they believe it to be
This is exactly
0.3.
receive the pass and shot.
Oh yeah, I know.
The NBA don't agree with that.
No, I think the NBA say there is a difference between a shot and a throw at the basket.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I would say you catching the ball and doing that, you're not shooting the ball, you're throwing the ball at the basket, and that's where the NBA made a difference. I just wondered why FIBA haven't bought into that. I think, you know.
No,
The main governor.
it would be nice to have universal rules. I don't think we'll ever get there.
Stir and die eventually.
True.
So this is the situation. This is for a shot.
And this is more. Sorry, Martin. This is more relevant in our standard of basketball because of the technology we have available. We had this exact situation at Worthing 2 weeks ago.
Exactly.
In lots of because of the technology available to us in our leagues, not always is the clock does the clock run down specifically. Quite often it will run down in seconds only. So what this is basically saying is you can have an instance where the clock will say 0, but the buzzer has not yet gone. Okay? So we have to make the assumption in our leagues, therefore, that all you can assume is the minimum amount of time, i.e. 0.2 of a second, is available to you. So if it is showing 0 but the buzzer has not gone, all you can do is tap or dump the ball off from an out-of-bounds play, for instance. If we have a clock that is available that shows the progression countdown, then this rule comes in.
Next rule which came into the effort is the player falling on the floor. From now on, this is legal to fall onto the floor and slide. There was a lot of disagree why he can do it. If the player fell over and slides and he not turn his back, he do not try to stand or he do not try to roll in, this is legal. He dived for a ball. He didn't turn, didn't do nothing.
So that was a bad call.
Happened. Balls go to into the team front court. As you know, from 2010, must be 3 points on the front court to decide it that the player is on the front court. It means both feet and the ball. When we go to the half court, if the player dribble on the front court but both feet are on the back court, is still on the back court. If the player dribble on the front court and one foot is on the front court, is still on the back court. As soon as he put the second foot to the front court and dribble, then is decided to the front court.
Massive, massive advantage. Massive, massive change, as John will know, particularly if you're running into a trap, for instance.
Yeah.
Because it now means that
The player
as you come to that trap, you may well have either got a foot and the ball or whatever, but you can now back out of that trap again and use the back court. The 8 seconds is still running, but you can now use that. Likewise, if you get into that trap, and this is really important from a coaching perspective, to set your trap in the right place, because if you set it too close to the half court, and I get to that point here, this is the half court line, and I step in there, I pick the ball up, okay? I'm not in the front court. So if I've now got my mate over there, bang, out that pass.
If the player or the any kind of teammate is on the back court and the front court struggle on the line, he can come back.
For clarity, it's when the back foot touches the front court.
Exactly.
It has to touch the front court.
Yeah.
The second
exactly.
leg, or if it's the 2 feet and it's this one.
Yeah.
When the ball
This is not a dribble.
Exactly. Yeah.
That means finished because the ball established into your hands.
Yeah.
As I said, if it's only 1 foot in the court, is still back court, is both feet, back court. If it's not, there is no more violation if the player is on the front court, jumping into the air, receive the ball. That means he gets the new control, establish new control of the ball, and then come back to his back court.
So what this is highlighting is a defensive hustle play. So a defender running back